If I'm still ardent in this realm of if transgenders in sports, this is the thing. Uh, Shout out to Sage still because I'm finna prove you wrong. Because she was talking to Tucker this week about this shit. Transgenders in sports, that's an issue. I don't think that a man should be able to say he's a woman now and participate in women's sports. That's how I feel.
Mhm.
Could be frowned upon in common society, polite society, whatever. But I think that there is advantages. There are advantages that you have based on it. They tried to trip Don Staley up with this question before the national
Yeah,
championship.
the championship game.
Yeah, they hit her with this shit. It's a thing that happens. It comes up all the time, but we avoid the fact of the reality of the situation. If you were born a man, you're different. You're going to be physically more capable than a person that was born a woman. Why do we have to be a society in which we ignore realities of things?
Mm, yeah,
Is that not a reality?
yeah, that is a reality. Is the truth. Yeah, physically, your body develops differently. Not better, no worse, just differently. Physically, you're different, and this is a physical activity.
There has to be a carve out for that. Aside from whatever else you want to try to make it to be fair or whatever, and I know we yearn to be we yearn to skew towards fairness, but
Which we
in our
definitely
trying to
should.
skew towards fairness in one direction, we skewing towards unfairness in another direction. There's no way that women can compete with men. There isn't physically.
Yeah.
When you can show me the WNBA player that can go to the NBA, you've blown up the motherfucking uh the matrix. But as long as the matrix exists, as long as the entity exists, you can't say they're the same. No matter how
Nah.
no matter how many Chinas you want to tell me can beat up the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Yeah, I'm about to say there are definitely exceptions. Like I'm pretty sure that there are maybe 3 or 4 women that can compete in the NBA.
You think so?
Yeah,
I don't. If they could, they would.
I think there are 3 or 4 that may be able to compete. That may be able to make the NBA. That are better than some NBA players.
If they could, they would. What's the minimum salary for the NBA for an NBA player?
Shit. Fuck if I know. Couple 100,000.
And what's the maximum salary for a WNBA player?
Somewhere around mil, I guess.
Couple
I don't
hundred
know.
thousand. Couple 100,000.
Yeah, I mean, don't have me make it up shit, but yeah, not sure. But you are
The
telling me that
worst NBA player makes a couple 100,000, and the best WNBA player makes a couple 100,000. That should tell you something, fam. They can't compete. We're different. We should accept that.
so you're saying that the worst NBA player is better than the best WNBA player.
Would be the MVP of the league day one.
No, 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 no. I'm saying the worst NBA player is better than the best WNBA player.
Yes.
Hmm.
would be the MVP of the league day one. Take the bottom motherfucker from the NBA, whoever you rank last. How what was it? 499 motherfuckers in the NBA, 512. However they
And 15 players per team, 32 teams. 32 times 15 is 480.
480. Yeah, 481 would mop number one WNBA
I don't think so. I don't think so.
playing
I
one on
think
one.
there may be somebody in the NBA that Brittany Griner can beat
Nope,
1-on-1.
nope. I said Brittany got the jump. Say Brittany got the jump. If she were to do that dunk that she does in the NBA, it would not be impressive. We would boo her,
Yeah, but there are players in the NBA that cannot dunk.
and we boo them. But they
Yeah,
will, but they will also bust her ass.
I don't think so.
Old girl coming in the league right now. Old girl from South Carolina, national champion winner. Shout out to South Carolina. Uh, Cardoza. What's her name? Something Cardoza.
Mm-mm.
Carlissa Cardoza. Whatever. I don't know. My bad. I don't mean to be disrespectful to you, but I just don't know your whole name. She's like 6'4". I thought she was a giant, and I thought she was a giant, and I was putting her at about 6'7", 6'8". She's a giant among these women, and apparently she's like 6'4", 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
That's a small point guard in the league, fam.
Mm, no, because there are point guards that are 6 feet. There are point guards that are 5'11".
Those
She
are
would
anomalies.
bag. She would put Jalen Brunson in the goddamn post.
Yeah, and not be able to do anything. She would go in the paint, and then she would get moved from the paint. She would get stood up and not be able to go back down. She would get mopped. Because if she could do that, she would do that. If she could compete on that level, she would. It's so much better to compete on that level than the other level that it makes no sense to compete on the other level. They would never do it.
Yeah, but maybe it's not possible.
Right, because they're not good enough.
No, maybe because of fucking rules. But
What
honestly, I
rules?
don't fucking know.
What rules preclude a woman from playing in the
I
NBA?
don't fucking know.
They don't exist. There's no rules. There's no rules that preclude a woman from playing in the NFL. Hell, there's no rules that preclude a woman from playing in the NCAA men's football league. Girls
Hmm.
can play men's football. Do they?
I mean, there
If we
have
need a
been a
motherfucker
couple.
to kick and we ain't got nobody with a foot around, we'll try you out. We'll let you come around. But that's about it. There's no rules precluding a chick from being a linebacker.
No, there are not. But again, you are talking about something way different.
Yeah,
SOT, my
but,
nigga.
but no. But hey, look, if those rules exist in football, you don't think those same rules exist in other NCAA sports? She couldn't play basketball. She couldn't play baseball. There's no girls baseball. There's girls softball.
Again, we're talking about this one particular thing.
Yeah,
So, by your logic, there is not one NCAA men's Division 1 player that is that Caitlin Clark can beat.
not a one.
Mm, mm, mm.
Old girl that came from the men's division in swimming went to the women's division in swimming
Again,
and was oh,
SOT, my nigga.
what we talking about?
Stay on task. We're
Oh,
talking about basketball.
yes, and when you show me the rule precluding a woman from playing in the men's arena, I'm with you. There's
Okay, but
nothing stopping her from doing it. Girls can
what?
play. Girls can play on the boys' high school basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
because girls can play on the boys' high school football team. We went to a high school where a girl was on the football team,
We
but
did
not a one of them motherfuckers played basketball.
because
But
they
guess
had a girls' team, nigga.
But if they could have been on a better team, they would have been.
Oh
Nobody
Lord,
went to the girls' games. The girls' sports are the lower league. They're the lower tier. They get less people to come out. They get less value in their scholarships. So if
less
you
value
could
on their
go,
scholarship.
huh?
Less value on their scholarship.
Yeah, less value in their scholarship. They get I thought that's why the whole Title IX shit existed. They didn't get the same scholarship benefits that the boys got, and so they wanted to make it fair.
Nah, they didn't get as many scholarships.
A full
Oh,
ride is a full ride, nigga.
all right, cool. My bad. Okay. Um, so that's why they're not playing in the men's league. Why don't they go to the NBA? Because the girls that could have played against the boys in college, surely they could play against the boys a year removed from college. Because let's be honest, these motherfuckers is coming out of college, they spend a year and they go to the league.
All right, and how about the fact that a 6'7" woman is a center in the WNBA, but a 6'7" motherfucker in the NBA would just be a small forward.
Hey,
Completely
look,
different
look,
position. It's completely
look,
different skill set.
here's nothing to deal with that whole shit you finna say right now. Is
Hmm.
there a man in the NBA that exists in the NBA that is, let's say, 6'1", let's say 170 pounds, 160 pounds? Does that body type exist in the NBA?
Yep,
Does that body type exist in the WNBA?
probably.
No, it definitely, it does.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that body type but bigger exist in the WNBA?
Yeah.
Why aren't those people who are bigger or of equal size to that individual in the NBA of a 6 foot of 170, 60, whatever pounds I said? Why haven't they usurped that individual spot? They're physically similar. They're
Hmm.
physically better. Why haven't they taken the spot?
Different position, different skill set. Now, you've made your bullshit example. Now listen to mine. All right. Now, a person who is 6'5" and 210 pounds has a advantage 1-on-one against a person who is 5'11", 170 pounds. Do they not?
Yeah.
So in basketball, that physical advantage would lead them to being able to dominate, right?
Uh-huh.
So you're saying that a female who is, let's say, 6'5", 210 pounds would not be able to physically dominate a male who is 5'10", 170. Wouldn't be able to back his little ass down.
No.
Mm.
Wouldn't. Can't consistently. Now, can you find an anomaly, one motherfucker that can do that against another motherfucker on a time or two? Yes. But can that individual do it consistently? No. Because if they could, they would be in the NBA.
Again, and that would be, Lord, you can't be. So do I have to keep mentioning the skill set and position difference
I
and
mean,
size shit?
Raymond Felton was in the NBA, fam. You mean to tell me it wasn't no female guards of the in college of similar size and stature?
Hey, that
Of Raymond Felton?
that position argument you trying to make is a superficial one because they were taught to be that. They were taught to be something else if the skills, the size comparison y'all trying to make they didn't wasn't born that position. They were taught that skill set, so they could be taught a
Hmm.
new skill set for him. If they were athletically proficient, yes, motherfucker can be moved to a different position. They do it all the time.
Yes, yes, yes. But you've been trained all your life at one position.
That still doesn't matter. People been training their life, their whole position, go to a new position and flourish. Happens
Hmm.
all of the time.
That's
Yes,
the,
it
that's the,
happens
that
all
that
of the
that's
time.
the thing. That's the thing. Also, just you cannot sit here and say that there are no female guards the size of a Raymond Felton
Hmm.
when he came out of Carolina. What's Raymond Felton? 6'6", 6'1"?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
You can't tell me there wasn't no female guards 6'1" in NCAA basketball that could have been drafted in place of him. You can't tell me there were people
No,
that weren't also small. Muggsy Bogues, Spud Webb exists, fam. Nate Robinson
yes,
exists, fam.
yes. Nate Robinson does exist,
They
and
outliers in all that. Show me the female outliers. It has to be one. The probability of the shit.
so you're telling me that Brittany Griner could not beat Muggsy Bogues?
You eat her lunch.
Nah, nah. Telling you right now, Brittany Griner will give Matthew Dellavedova the business.
I'm telling you right now that Muggsy Bogues will give Cheryl Swoops, Brittany Griner, uh, Cheryl Miller,
Nah.
Caitlin Clark,
Candace
uh,
Parker, no.
Candace Parker, the business.
Nah.
They wouldn't be able to reach the ball. So they would just back him down and win in that regard. Who would score first? It would basically be that they wouldn't be able to stop him, and he wouldn't be able to stop them. So whoever scored first would win.
You
So what
think it would?
comparison? I don't even know what this conversation y'all having is about. What
It's
are y'all
about
trying
the
to do?
women can go into the men's league, but they don't. It's not because they don't want to make more money.
They're not athletically proficient enough.
That's what I'm saying. They
Oh,
can't
And
compete. Even when
and
they're of similar size for the position. Even when you're a 6'1" point guard, and 6'1" point guards exist in the NBA, you can't do it. Even though you 6'1".
this nigga is saying that there is not one single WNBA player that can beat one single NBA player.
Exactly. I'm saying that. Yes.
comparatively, I think is what he's saying. And then when you started comparing it to, I see what's happening. Then when you start to compare the two, then they're different positions respectively. But I think the
Yeah.
point he's trying to prove is that they're different positions respectively because of their athletic prowess.
No,
A
what I'm
six
saying
foot
is
one woman ain't as athletically proficient as a 6'1"
no.
male.
I'm
So she moves up
saying
percentage.
literally there are 6'1" guards in the WNBA. And there are 6 foot and 5'11" guards in the NBA. There are women that play the same position of similar physical stature that are not there
Well, I got nothing.
in the league because they can't compete. I don't give a fuck about your size. I don't give a fuck about your weight. You can't compete. If you could, you would. When you can, you do.
I
Don't
mean, that's kind of a hokey argument to have. Because are you instituted that there's no woman on this earth that can compete with a man in sport? I mean, in basketball consistently? Because I'm pretty
Yes,
sure she exists. I don't know why we haven't seen her yet, but I'm pretty sure
because
she
she
exists.
doesn't exist. Why would you not see her?
Same reason we didn't ain't seen Earl of Gold Men ago.
We saw him. He just
No,
couldn't get
we
his
didn't.
drug habit involved. He
Same
could
reason we didn't see
he's a
Hoop.
singular individual. You comparing the reason we didn't see this individual make it to while we don't see a woman anywhere make it. No, Earl had his own demons to deal with that precluded him from being an upper echelon professional athlete.
I'm talking about a singular woman does exist. So I am talking about the singular.
Okay, but you're saying that she got a drug habit that she can't
I
keep
don't
out.
know why she
It's
doesn't
only
exist.
one.
She's out there is all I'm saying.
It's only one woman. It's only one woman that can do it. She's out there.
Because
Oh,
I
got it.
agree with you that it is a feat. It is a characteristically large feat. I agree. But I don't agree that there's no woman that can accomplish it. We share a point up until a point, and then we diverge. Is all I'm saying.
Cool. There's a woman that can do it. She just don't feel like it right now.
For whatever
That is right.
reason, I just believe that there is a woman. She may be on the WNBA. She may not have the opportunity to cross over. I don't know what the reason is, but I believe that there is a
Who
woman that
don't
exists.
got the opportunity? You keep saying shit, but I'm gonna just keep glomming on the shit you say. Who don't got the opportunity? It would
I don't,
be astronomically advantageous for a motherfucker to bring a woman in and come to the game and hey, look, we finna let you out here and we finna blow up. If I could put a
I,
woman on the Sacramento Kings,
all
we
right, all right. Put it like this: I think there's a woman that exists in the world that is comparative to Jeremy Lin. So why is she not in the NBA? I don't know.
man, play dumb all you want. It's cool.
You don't think there's a woman comparatively that could whoop Jeremy Lin consistently
No,
that exists on this planet?
no.
Oh, all right. I mean, since I don't know, I don't have a leg to stand on, so I can't continue the conversation. You win, nigga.
I know.
But evidence of absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence.
Hey, look, I feel you, but I'm supposed to react to some shit that don't exist yet.
Now you're supposed to use
Supposed to
your
react.
logic. Say that you've seen human beings do
No,
less.
no. What I'm gonna do is not exist in a world where this person hasn't presented themselves yet, and until they do, I'm gonna stand on on this sentiment as though it is a fact.
And you're perfectly well within your right to do it because it is a fact until she presents herself. But I'm saying it's not implausible to think that a woman could keep up with something as rudimentary as fucking basketball.
Look, I think you using implausible wrong. Impossible, yeah, I'm with you with impossible, but implausible, implausible is the reason we're here because it's implausible.
I don't think it's implausible. I don't think it's
It's not
impossible. I don't
likely. Implausible is not likely. If it was likely, this shit would be happening. It's
no,
not.
no, no. That implausible doesn't mean not likely. I think
My
it's
bad.
not likely, but not implausible. It's not likely, but it's not implausible. There's mechanics and enough evidence to exist that we could believe this. That's what plausibility is. There's enough circumstantial evidence, pomp and circumstance, and other things that we've seen that could contribute to us believing this. That's what I believe makes it plausible. Likely, no, because we haven't seen it yet. But I think it's very plausible. It's just a rudimentary sport. It's just a system of mechanics. I've seen a woman accomplish all those system of mechanics. Have I seen her do it together? No. But am I so foolhardy to believe that she does not exist because I haven't seen her? No. I haven't seen a myriad of things that I know for a fact exist. But my logic would dictate to me to believe that there is a singular woman that could keep up with a high level man at the sport of basketball and any other sport, actually.
Look, man. Implausible. The definition of it means not seeming reasonable or probable, failing to convince, and that is this. That is this. Can you find anomalies? Yes. What I'm speaking to is consistency. There is no woman
Anomalies,
on the planet
anomalies
that
is
can
the reason.
consistently beat any man on the planet who is proficient at the skill in which she wants to be physically proficient. Tennis. volleyball, soccer, baseball, football.
So you don't think that Venus Williams in her prime could beat any male on the circuit?
I don't think she'd be ranked in the top 700 motherfuckers, and I am not alone in that theory. And it's been talked about ad nauseum. Most of the motherfuckers, men who play tennis, would smoke Serena or
Do you
whoever the
understand?
number
Most of
one
those sports
ranked
you name
woman
have,
is.
in most of those sports you name have mixed masters. Where men do play women.
All right, cool.
Golf.
If you were the number one ranked woman would rank in the men's division if they were to play tennis. Just Google it and ask Google that. This is even isn't even a fucking conversation, fam. Jeremy Ron, Andy, what's the American motherfucker? Andy Roddick, Ronick,
Hmm.
what, him, white boy from California, used to play with Serena all the time. He was not the number one man, but used to mop the Williams sisters.
Andy Roddick was definitely in the top 5, top 10, if not number one.
Hey, look, man, I think the person I was talking about ain't never cracked the top 11 as far as ranking is concerned.
Andy Roddick was in the top 10 for 9 straight years.
What was he at in the top 10? Because I'm talking shit. I ain't no tennis expert. I'm just bullshit. But yeah, whatever. What was he at?
Let's
He wasn't
see.
a Federer. He wasn't a Ronick.
He ascended to the number one ranking in November of 2003. Roddick also reached 3 finals at Wimbledon, 2004, 2005, 2009, but he lost each time to Roger Federer.
Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Okay. Now, since you Googled that,
Hmm.
Google, because tennis is in your algorithm now. Google, where would Serena Williams rank in the men's division at any point in her career?
Where would Serena Williams
Yeah,
rank?
yeah, yeah. And you can get a bunch of opinion pieces, and they all gonna tell you very low.
John McEnroe suggested that Serena would be ranked 700 on a men's tour.
He did. It's kind of where I got the 700 from. But also because they put like clocks and shit on these people, and she's strong. She ain't strong as none of them. She do things not the way they do it. When she plays men, she's overwhelmed. It's not a knock on her as a tennis player. It's just the reality of the differences that we have as men and women physically. We different. It's okay. Be different.
Mm, we are different. Definitely agree there. However, do believe that Serena could beat quite a few men on the men's circuit. I do believe that there is at least one WNBA player that can beat one NBA player. And I don't even watch women's sports.
And look, as a ardent supporter of the women's sports for the past 3.5 weeks, I feel comfortable in saying the things that I'm saying. I've been watching them do the things they've been doing, and there's a difference.
Yeah, nobody's denying that there's a difference.
I think you are.
I'm not though. I'm just saying there's at least one. I'm not saying that consistently up and down the line these motherfuckers stack up.
Yeah, but that's your emotion that wants to say there's at least one because you want to believe that there's at least one. But
No,
there's
that's just my
no
common sense.
rational brain is saying, yeah, one of them do it consistently. There's nothing in you that thought that China competed in the WWF. Nothing about you thought that. I don't give a fuck how physically demonstrative she was over the 1, 2, 3 kid. I don't care. You know good and well he whooped her ass if it ever
I,
came down to it.
I think if it came down to it, China can beat the shit out of Spike Dudley.
Couldn't, wouldn't,
I think China
incapable of,
will whoop Spike Dudley's ass.
incapable of. That's why. That's why it had to be scripted for her to beat the likes of a Chris Jericho.
That's why it had to be scripted. I thought it was because all the fucking wrestling was scripted, nigga. Like,
Yes, all of it is scripted, but we all know. Come on, fam. We just know these things to be true. Clarissa Shields can't get in the ring and do nothing with nobody in the men's circuit. I don't give a fuck what weight that nigga is. To a degree. I mean, if there's a couple featherweights out here that should probably get a business too. But you know what I mean.
apparently you don't know what you mean
I know what
because
I
you
mean.
just admitted.
So, hey, look, 112-pound motherfucker is probably gonna be is probably not gonna be a problem for her. But any nigga 130 pounds up is destroying her. She's definitely not fighting anybody in her weight class of similar size.
No, no.
And I'm telling you, it's the same for all volleyball, tennis, soccer. They put a high school boys team up against the women's national team and they got destroyed in soccer consistently. They just play one round, they play one game. And I don't know if it's a women's national team, but it was a professional women's team. I think it was a national team or Olympic team or whatever. And they played high school boys and got all they could handle. Did not win. I don't think they scored. Like it was ugly, ugly. High school boys. Hey, what we talking about?
Mhm.
I feel like you're looking something up. I was gonna give you that.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a bunch of little boys beating women's national teams. Apparently,
Yeah. Shit.
all right. Maybe I'm wrong on this.
Hey, look, it's cool to want to be nice to him and all that, and I want to be nice to him too. I like women. I love women. My wife's a woman.
That helps.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna not be delusional with you because I care about you. I don't want you thinking you could do things that you absolutely cannot do. Because it's gonna be a problem out here for you if you try it. Also, it's a detriment. It's a slight to y'all when they let motherfuckers just into it. Um, I mentioned Sage Steele earlier. I don't like Sage Steele. I think I'm on record with that one. But she was on Tucker Carlson talking about how it's black men's fault for
Mm,
the proliferation of transgenders in women's sports. Black men.
mm. What do we do?
Nothing. Nothing. She said we don't speak out enough about it. And I thought I'd speak out about it and let her know and let her see this and see how it plays out. It doesn't end up well for us. We've always spoke out about it. We are not the proponents of this phenomenon. We
Mm,
don't run a lot of things that you think we do. The individuals that are responsible are the ones that you kowtow and placate to on a regular basis. Sage, that's what it is.
Those white guys.
Those white guys. She
Hmm.
said the white men have no place in society to exercise their opinions. She's really believing that sentiment.
Oh, that's deep. The white
Crazy.
man has no place.
White men ain't got no authority.
Hmm.
What? It's nutty. It's nutty, but they got some motherfuckers.
That's a hot take.
And it ain't even hot. She been on this take for a very long time. This motherfucker is cool to the touch in her hand. It is.